guys, welcome to Kidmissing TV. I'm your host, Angelina Wilson, and this is the previews for January 2026. Before I get there, I just need to do a little channel housework. I did do an update on the Clifford Sherwood George's Grim Blake case, and I also ended up doing a podcast with my new microphone on the case because I ended up finding a bunch of new information to go along with the quick update that I did. So that's also in my podcast playlist and on Spotify and wherever else. But yeah. I wanted to let you know that. Now, January is all Canadian, except for the does. The does are American. They don't have as many does in Canada, which is a good thing. So, I have 5 cases, because one of them I had to leave out because I forgot when I made the list that, so I use this. I had a dentist appointment and wasn't going to be able to do one of the days, so we're going to do Leroy, L-E-ROI, LaFrance, missing since 1964. We're going to do a doe who has now been fully funded from 1966. The DA Doe Project has gotten him fully funded, which is amazing. Then we're going to do 2-year-old Cindy Lou McLean from Willow River, British Columbia. Then we'll do Kenneth K., who vanished in 1972. He was First Nations. Then we'll do the Riverside County Jane Does. There were 2 does that perished together. Then we'll do James Alt, age 17, disappeared in 1970 from Vancouver. Maureen Ann Greenlee, disappeared 1963 at the age of 13 from Bowmanville, Ontario. We're going to do an unidentified woman from 1887. And no, it's not the dancing lady. It's a completely different case. We've already covered the dancing lady, actually. So I have a couple for February. February is supposed to be 50s February, but I don't think the 2 cases I kept. That one. Yeah, no, they're both 60s and 70s. But it's okay. You can't always, there we go, find what you want for cases. Yeah, I did 8. I did 4 and 4. I should have done 3 and 3 for Mondays and Wednesdays. But I actually should have done 3 and 2 because the first Wednesday is my dental appointment and I won't be able to do it that day. So and I got new batteries for the camera and a better charger, which is right over here next to me. So I'm very happy about that. Needed it desperately. I'll put that with those, and those are done charging. That will go on. Excuse me. Is this the one I just took out? I think it is. Oh no, this is the other one that's charged. Yeah. I only used one battery yesterday. Imagine that. And I'm still using it. That's crazy. Anyway. So yeah, I have been able to bring you a couple of videos the end of this month, and next month I'll do the same thing. I'll make sure that I bring you the preview right at the end of the month, like I'm doing here. Takes me 2 or 3 days to write them, so so that's it. All I can hope for in terms of all the appointments that I have, which fortunately are not on days that we have videos, is that the weather holds out. For those of you who don't know, I'm going to sneeze. For those of you who don't know, I live in New England. I live in central New England. Not southern, not northern. I live in Massachusetts. Closer to Connecticut and Rhode Island. I can tell you it is cold. But it rained so much that the snow is pretty much gone. So yeah, this month is dedicated to my very loyal OG, as the kids say, means original. The cat, Katt. So I know she loves it when I do Canadian cases. I wanted to do a whole month of Canadian cases just for her. And that's something else you might not know about me. And that is, I'm half French Canadian. My father was bilingual. He spoke French and English. My grandmother was also bilingual, as were my great-grandparents. Well, my great-grandmother. Not sure my actually English great-grandfather. He might have, because his mother spoke French. Yeah, he must have. the Hemingways were technically English, but they moved to Canada and married French women and therefore had French children. So their children were all half English and half French. That's pretty much what they were. They were not anything else. I don't have mutts in my family for the most part. I'm basically English, French, and UK and Northern Ireland, which used to, well, Northern Ireland is part of the UK. UK and some regular Ireland. So, but yeah, unlike a lot of people who call themselves mutts, I'm really not. I'm French, UK, Republic of Ireland. And I'm all over the UK. I'm Welsh, Northern Irish, Scottish, plain old English. Oh yeah. And I have relatives all over the world today. A lot in Australia. And a whole big bunch in Canada. Not a surprise. So yeah, not that has anything to do with the cases, except that that's why I'm into Canadian cases, because I am. But, and that's why you'll see me do UK cases, Irish, Republic of Ireland cases, stuff like that, Australian cases. I do any country that speaks English. So occasionally you'll see me do South Africa, other countries that regularly speak English, where I can find articles in English. I'm starting to learn that there are some countries in Asia that speak English. Like Malaysia, Singapore. So it might be possible to get articles out of those countries in English for potential cases. So, because I guess Malaysia and Singapore speak English as well as, their languages, but they speak English. I know they do to some degree in Japan as well, but more so in those countries. I'm learning. If you know of any other countries, oh, New Zealand, of course, any other countries that speak a lot of English that I can get an English newspaper out of, let me know, and I'll do cases from those countries. I can't do a case out of a country that I can't get reports in English. And you may be saying, but you do Canada and you do Quebec regularly, so that's not in English. Nope, but I can get it in English. And I have the option on Chrome to click a button called Translate, and it will translate Canadian French papers. So, but a lot of the newspapers from a lot of the countries, I'm going to need a VPN to get into, and I'll be able to really spread out once I get a VPN, which is one of my goals with the channel. And one of the reasons I'm trying so desperately to make shorts is that's what I need in order to get a thanks button. And all of that will go into getting a VPN once I get a thanks button. And I'll be able to spread my cases out to more countries, which is good. Because there are only so many cases in so many countries, you know what I mean? So, so those are plans for the site, for the future, the channel for the future, is I want to broaden my scope of countries that I'm able to cover based on English-speaking newspapers, and my ability to access them. So I need a VPN for that. So I will do that. And the Kidmissing website is down. Go back to the original one on Google. It is way too expensive, unfortunately. So that's my plan, is to get a VPN and broaden the scope of the channel. And I hope you're here with me for that. I hope you're there, you know. I want you all there and more. We're trying to get 750. I said by April 9th. And I think we can do it. We are moving on up. The other channel's doing great too. The other one's at 260 and we need 300. So that's only what? 40 more? So anyway, my ear is whistling very loudly. Thank you so much for being here. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And please join me in the new year here at Kidmissing TV. Guys, please subscribe. Thank you.